This is part one of our Italy trip vlog, and today I'm taking you along to our very first stop, which was Rome. Let's go ahead and get going. We are on flight number 1 out of 2, so we are first flying to New York, and it's just like a 2-hour flight, and then from there we're going straight to Rome, and that I believe is about a 9-hour flight. So doesn't sound too bad. We're used to traveling to like Malaysia where it's like a total of 30 hours of traveling. So this time tomorrow we'll be roaming the streets of Rome. We took the overnight plane to Rome, hoping to get a good night's sleep on the plane and arrive in the morning, avoiding jet lag. I ended up sleeping about 2 hours on the plane, which honestly, I'm happy that I got any sleep at all. But we arrived around 9 a.m. Rome time in the city. And to be honest, I was actually pretty alert, so I think that the plan worked out okay. It was also probably adrenaline being in a new city, but I think that's really the way to go if you're trying to avoid jet lag, is to take an overnight flight and arrive in that new city in the morning. We made sure we didn't have any plans for that first day that we arrived. That way we could just walk around, enjoy the views, and explore the area that we were staying in. We stayed in Trastevere. It's this little pocket neighborhood in Rome, and it was so charming. It felt a little bit less touristy, more local shops and restaurants, so I highly recommend that area if you're planning your trip to Italy. And I really just enjoyed this first day wandering around. I was taking so many photos because I wanted to use them later on as reference for paintings. And this was Seth and I's first time in Europe in general. We have not been to any other city, and so just seeing the beautiful architecture was really cool to experience. As we were walking around this first day, we stumbled upon this little city market, and I have an obsession with fruit juice, so I got this combination of orange and mango, and it was amazing. It was the perfect little pick-me-up that I needed since I only got 2 hours of sleep.
Grazie.
Prego.
That was me trying to say thank you in Italian, and I learned pretty quickly that's absolutely not how you pronounce it. It's more like grazia. So I definitely looked like a foreigner there. As an artist, I've always wanted to make the trip to Europe, so I'm really glad that we made Italy our very first destination in Europe. I mean, there is inspiration everywhere you look. The architecture, the nature, just the scenery of people walking around. And I really loved seeing all the street artists. I mean, there were people painting out and about. I'm so glad that I brought my sketchbooks. And there were also a lot of street performers like this guy. Check him out. And our first day in Italy is winding down to a close. I really loved walking around in the evening, seeing all the cafe lights, but we are going to find a place for dinner, and of course, we have to have pasta on our first day here, so I ordered some spaghetti, and Seth got some pizza. This restaurant was about a 3-minute walk from our hotel, and it was delicious, and of course, we got some gelato afterwards.
It's in the sink.
They filled it to the brim.
We were eating it in the bathroom
It's dripping.
because we gave us way too much, but very good.
I didn't grab your spoon, so.
Oh, nice.
Good morning. It is our first day 1 here in Rome, so we're a little tired. It's what time is it?
7:54.
It is 7:54, so this would normally be like 2 something a.m. our normal
3
time.
a.m.
3 a.m. our normal time. But we feel pretty good. We went to bed pretty early last night because we were so tired. I think we both slept about 2 hours on the plane. So our first order of business today is to go get some coffee and a pastry. So we have tickets to go to the Borghese Gallery today, so that is at 9 a.m. and we'll probably be done there around 11 a.m. We got to walk around the place we were staying yesterday, and I am going to do a lot of paintings around here. I took so many pictures, so super excited for today. We're gonna go to the gallery, get some lunch, and then find somewhere to paint.
But they didn't have cream and sugar for Emily.
I bought our tickets to the Borghese Gallery a couple weeks before our trip to Italy, and I highly recommend doing that. It did look like you could buy them on site, but the line looked really long, so I'm really glad we were able to just walk right in with our tickets. Every single room in this gallery blew me away. Look at these ceilings, the detail, the coloring, everything was so inspirational to me. I really loved looking at the statues as well, but to me the best part was just the color palette. Every room had a different theme, and I as an artist always opt for softer pastel-like colors, and I feel like all these rooms had those characteristics that I really strive for in my paintings. I feel like it's impossible to go to a museum in Europe and not leave feeling inspired. I mean, it was so filling to walk around and see these beautiful creations that were done hundreds of years ago. When we were ready to leave, I felt like I wanted to go out and paint everything, and indeed, I actually did bring my sketchbook, so I sat outside of the museum and painted a beautiful statue, and it was so much fun. I brought my mini watercolor book, so I'm gonna link it in the description if you want to get one, but I highly recommend bringing one if you travel. After we were done visiting the gallery, it was probably about 11 a.m. so we walked around the garden area a bit, but then we were a little bit hungry and it wasn't quite lunchtime yet, so we decided to find a nearby cafe and we got the most delicious latte and pastry. I lived for all the pastries during this trip. I don't even know how many I ate, but it's just something you have to do when you're in Europe. So we left the Borghese Gallery and we got a little snack, got some coffee and this little pastry that was so good. So we are headed to the Spanish Steps now, and I know it's an iconic spot for Rome, so excited to see them, and maybe I'll do another little painting either of that or somewhere near it. But I also heard there's a lot of shopping around that area, so it'll be fun to go into some little stores. Not that we have a lot of room in our luggage to buy much, but I might try to get like one or two little souvenirs that I can fit. After we go to the Spanish Steps, I think we're gonna go try to get lunch somewhere, and we'll see what we want to do the rest of the day.
You want to see the view up here, then we can go down? It's a pretty cool view of Rome.
Cool.
So we're at the Spanish Steps. I just finished a sketch that I actually am doing a little series in another YouTube video that you can check out, where I'm going to show you a series of watercolor paintings and then a separate video where I'm going to show you a series of sketches that I do here in Italy. So I'm so excited to show you everything that I did in my little, it's this cute little journal that I got from Amazon, and it's so tiny. It's like 2 inches by 2 inches, so really little, but I am already filling it out and it's so cute. After lunch, we walked around for a bit and I found this adorable window balcony and I had to paint it. I'm just so glad I brought this little sketchbook. Each of my paintings only took about 20-25-ish minutes, so they were quick but just so fun to capture in person. And wouldn't you know it, a bird decided to poop on my head, and that was very unfortunate. Luckily, so I had some napkins and water and just dumped it on my head. I will be scrubbing my hair very much tonight when I shower. This is probably the culprit right here. We finished the painting and then I went to go get some more fruit juice from the market. Same place, we got the mango. This time I just got straight up watermelon juice and it's really good. It reminds me of the fresh fruit juice that we can get when we're in Malaysia, so refreshing. I'm a little chilly though, so I might need a hot drink later. So we're gonna go head back to the hotel and freshen up and then just do some more exploring before finding dinner. Hello, testing. Okay, we are gonna go to one of my favorite pastry shops that we've been to while we're here in Rome. It's called I Dolce di Cecco. Hopefully I'm saying that right. But I'm gonna do a little painting of one of their fruit tarts. We passed them through the little window and they were so pretty. So I'm going to paint that and give it to them here. So I think it'll just be fun to have a painting here in Italy. I love to do this for cafes and coffee shops in Indianapolis, so I thought how fun would that be to do in Italy? So I made this painting for them, and I tried to tell them in Italian that I painted it for them, and they had no idea what I was saying. Ho fatto di venti verde. I'm trying to... Una quanto di venti verde.
Oh wow! Wow!
Yeah, okay.
Emily, Max, vieni qua.
They loved it, so that's all that matters. And I love the fact that I have a piece of my art here in Italy for forever. Okay, we're going to dinner. It's called Donkey Punch. They have sandwiches. So they named all of their sandwiches off of bands in the US. So we got the sandwich called Santana. I just now actually picked up reading the list of names that is named off of bands, so it took me a little second. But we'll see how it is. This had really good ratings on Google, so I'm excited to try it out. I'm normally not really that big of a sandwich person, but this one was actually so good. I think it was the kind of meat they used. Porchetta is like really popular here in Italy, and the sauce on this was also so good. And then after dinner, of course, we went to go get some more gelato, and we saw another street performer, but this guy wasn't quite as good as the other guy spinning in the hoop.
Okay, €1 in Roma is anything. Okay. Do it! Ma com'era?
But the gelato was pretty incredible, and so were the evening night views. I mean, just enjoy this little walk with us through the evening.
Welcome to day 3. It is 6:11 a.m. and we have a busy day planned today, so let's go.
So here's what's on tap today. First, we are going to Trevi Fountain, and then after that, we've got tickets to the Coliseum, and really that's about all we have planned. We are just going to enjoy the rest of the day after, and that is one thing I actually really enjoyed about this trip. We only booked like 1 or 2 things per day and kind of left the rest up to wandering around, and I have loved having a loose schedule because we can make change of plans all the time or just decide to do whatever we want.
Food is secured and we are on the way to the bus stop.
You always hear about people's feet hurting on Europe trips because of all the walking, but honestly, I feel like we didn't even walk around that much. We took public transportation a lot. We just got an all-day bus pass for a few days, and that was amazing. Now, we wanted to go to Trevi Fountain first thing in the morning because I wanted to paint there live, and I heard it gets really crowded, so let's see if we can beat the crowd.
We made it to Trevi Fountain. Made it about 7 a.m. here. It's already pretty packed. And we got our photos, and now Emily is going at her sketch.
There's so many statues up there, I can't even count them. So it was a little hard to get all the details, but I kind of did more of like an impressionism type painting, so I think it turned out really well. I do like the simplicity of it. Mostly I wanted to capture the coloring of the stone and the beautiful green water, so I think it turned out really cute, and this is one I am not going to sell. We're going to keep it for our home. Now, something we didn't know is that the Trevi Fountain closes for cleaning on Mondays and Fridays starting at 8 a.m. and then reopens at 2 p.m. So we went on a Monday, and of course it closed around 8 a.m. so we got kicked out. But luckily I was able to still finish my painting since we got there so early. One of our wedding pictures, actually. You know the picture I'm talking about?
Yeah.
We were like... So after walking around for a bit, we hopped on the bus to make our way to the Coliseum. We wanted to get there a little early because who knows how long the line is going to be. Oh, look how beautiful it is. So we are going to find a cafe to go sit in and have a little brunch. Our tour at the Coliseum is at 11 a.m., so we've got about 2 hours. Stone, this was built thousands of years ago. Yeah, 7280 to be specific. I'm the group tour leader because we didn't book a group tour, so we're gonna self-teach. Oh my Lanta, these crowds were insane. If you're a claustrophobic person, this may not be for you. I mean, I am somewhat a claustrophobic person, so I wasn't thrilled with being shoulder to shoulder with people. But I mean, you have to see the Colosseum when you're in Rome, and I'm so glad we did this. I'll probably never go inside again in my life, but I loved going inside this one time in my life. But I think in the future, I'll be happy with seeing it on the outside. Not gonna lie though, this was pretty incredible to see. I mean, a structure that has lasted thousands of years. It was just really cool to be wandering around knowing that this has been around that long. If I were to do this again, I suppose I would have booked a guided tour so that I could learn some more facts rather than wandering around aimlessly like we did, but it was still cool nonetheless to just see it in person. The Coliseum tour is all done, and we just had a light lunch of a ham and cheese sandwich with some chips. I got some orange juice, and I'm going to do a painting of the Coliseum. And we don't have any plans for the rest of the day, so we're just going to do a little bit more exploring before dinner. And today is our last full day. So tomorrow we'll enjoy the morning here and then take our train ride to Florence. I mean, obviously I can fit more of the Colosseum if I do it this way. However, I want it to be where you can see the top of it in like the nice sky. So that's the pro of doing it this way. But with it being more of a longer type architecture, I think I'll do it this way. Thank you for coming to my thought process. To not only see the Colosseum in person, but to sit in front of it and paint, well, that is just an artist's dream. So I'm really thankful for the opportunity to get to do that. The watercolor sketchbook I'm using is the brand Arches, and it's small enough to really fit in a purse. So I definitely recommend bringing this. It's great quality paper if you've never used Arches. I actually recently started using it this year, and now I can't stop. And then for my watercolor kit, I'm using the brand Windsor&Newton. It's their professional grade travel kit, and you can find the materials I'm using in the description below. I have them linked in my Amazon storefront. Now lastly, I also wanted to do a quick mini painting in my little sketchbook, also linked in my Amazon storefront. And this one turned out so cute. I just wanted to get a tiny piece of the Colosseum so that you could identify it, but still kind of abstract. Another little memory added to this little book. We came across this adorable little street where we were staying in Trastevere, and it was very picture worthy. And I just really loved the mustard colors of the walls along with the greenery. I thought it kind of matched my outfit, so I mean, I had to take advantage of this photo opportunity. We also got this really cute video of us dancing. It took a little tries to get the spin and dip right, but I thought it turned out really cute.
We are on the way to dinner Monday night. Had a full day, Trevi Fountain, and then we did Coliseum, and then we had a little mini photo shoot at a greenery wall. So, what's the place called we're going?
Tonarello's.
So.
We passed it on the way here, so it looked good.
Hopefully,
cute.
Hopefully they don't need a reservation because we're hungry and we're just looking for food at this
It
point.
looks good. It had a 4.7 star on reviews. I gotta take a picture of that.
Ending the night with some golf.
This morning we are going to leave Rome and head to Florence, but first let's eat some breakfast. And I absolutely live for hotel breakfast, especially ones in Italy where the croissants are unmatched. So anyways, after we finish our breakfast, we are gonna head to the train station. You know it's a good croissant when it's very foldy.
Did you get for the coffee?
It's just regular American coffee. They never have cream. I say, where's the cream? And they don't have it.
One thing that we found interesting here in Rome is that anytime you get like a plastic water bottle, they have these little things that go along with it so the caps never fall off, so which is kind of interesting. Train leaves in about an hour.
I think my favorite part about Rome was just the history that this city holds. As an artist, I really appreciated the beautiful architecture and just the inspiration everywhere you look. So this concludes part 1 of our Italy vlog, and we are now on the way to Florence, so I'll see you in my next video coming out soon. Ciao for now.